I honestly think somebody doesn't want this video made. This is the third time I've tried shooting this, and I've run out of time on the memory card. But as I was saying, that scene will not be ignored. The movie will not be ignored. It's something that people, love it or hate it, people are going to be talking about it. And you know how hype gets people to watch a movie, so don't be surprised if this film actually becomes very successful. It's to be, I guess, it's something that you have to see to believe, or not. It's not for everybody. I tell everybody that all the time. It's not for everybody. But it's a very powerful, very strong, and very offensive in a lot of terms. Very offensive movie to a lot of people. I can't say I was offended because I know no one was actually hurt in this movie, and I actually admire the young boy who played his son because his acting chops were just dead on. I mean, I don't know too many. Dakota Fanning did a movie where she was raped called Hound Dog, and yeah, she handled that real well. But this was such a strong film that a kid younger than her actually handled it fairly well, in my opinion. So hats off to him. Good job. But I think a lot of people have become numb to the movies that are out, the horror movies and the exploitation films, and once in a while you just need something to come along and just right in the head, just make you snap out of that coma that you've been induced into from watching the same things over and over and over again. A lot of the movies that people see that they kind of say, oh, that's no big deal and stuff like that. Like I said, it always sounds like they want something more, and when they find something more, they're offended by it. So, if you're happy with stuff like Hostel and Saw and things like that, I am. That's plenty good for me, and that's fine. I don't have any problem with those movies whatsoever. But I don't shy away from movies that people say, oh, it's just way too offensive, and they should be arrested for making such a movie. And no, that's not how I roll, because that's censorship. Okay, and I do not believe in censorship. Some things that people say and do, they are not for everybody. You're not going to like everything you see. You're not going to like everything you hear. And that's fine. That's why people have opinions and the freedom of choice. I just don't like those choices being made for me, and I don't like them being made for anybody else. And I definitely don't like other people being condemned for their choices, regardless of what those choices may be. Now, there's a line to that as well. I mean, it's hard to say that and then turn around and say within reason. But I think that there are limits to certain things. You can't just go off and do whatever and without consequences. I mean, as long as you're not hurting somebody else, physically hurting somebody else, then do whatever you want. See whatever you want, as long as you are not causing somebody else hurt. Unless they like it, there's a whole S&M circuit out there, but I'm getting way off the subject here. Serbian Film. That's the title, and look it up. Wikipedia has a whole thing written up on it, and read up on it to get more in depth on it, and listen to other people's opinions on it. Not just this one. There's plenty of stuff written about it and done in a very tasteful manner. Jay Swick of Absolute Sublime, he did a really cool video on it, and I had read an article before his video, so it kind of balanced it out for me, which was kind of like the deciding factor in looking it up, finding it, and checking it out. It's a movie I will purchase. I'm not ashamed to say that. I will definitely purchase this movie. It'll be in my collection because it's that strong of a movie, and it was a powerful film. That's all there is to say. In my opinion, that's all there is to say about it. Was it offensive? Sure. To a lot of people, it would be very offensive. Was it offensive to me? I couldn't say offensive, but it did shock me. I won't lie, it was shocking. So that's basically what it boils down to, personal choice. So you were warned enough times, right, about the endings and plot spoilers and things like that. So If you heard it and you're thinking, oh man, you ruined the movie for me, tough. I told you guys I was going to tell you a few things about it, and I hope I didn't ruin it too much, or at least you can say you were warned, right? Thanks for watching. Sorry this was a two-part video. I just kept running out of space on these cards. I talk too damn much, I know. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Please comment this video and the first part, or comment this one with the first part. I don't know. However you want to do it. Or don't comment at all. Just walk away and say that's a sad, sick bastard there. But either way, thanks for listening. And I'll be catching up with y'all real soon. Take care.